Peace, love, and Black Power family. Welcome to another episode of Get This Wisdom Live. On behalf of myself and my family, my name is Shakti Sterner. Phone call always happens. Anyway, my name is Shakti Sterner. I am the editor in chief of Get This Wisdom magazine, creator of Get This Wisdom Live. And firstly, I must thank you all for being with us and supporting us, and also must provide an apology. Okay, because your sister was supposed to be on live about 2 hours ago. However, things happened with my family, and you know how that is. So we're here now. We're gonna rock it out. I thank our guests for being so patient. We really were supposed to do this about 2 weeks ago, but things happened, and we're working in universal alignment. So here we are now. And tonight's guest is somebody who I am very excited to speak with. I've been working with her in different avenues for a while now. Her name is Tanisha Lashae. She is local to my hometown, Detroit, Michigan, and she's a powerhouse. She has a lot of things going on, and I'm so grateful she allowed us the opportunity to speak with her and allow her to share what she's doing with us. So I'm going to step back for a minute, Queen. I'm going to ask you to step on up and provide an introduction of yourself and give us a little bit of what your organization stands for and represents.
Absolutely. So, like she already introduced me, my name is Tanisha Lashae, and I am the founder of Creme de la Creme. That is my business social organization. And that's where we provide resources and networking opportunity to business owners and also business professionals. So if you're just getting out of college, you need resume building skills, you need interview techniques, you want to know how to ask for a raise. That's on the business professional level. And as far as the entrepreneur, if you're just starting up, or if you wish to start a business, helping you with different paperworks, LLC, 501c3s, anything like that, business credit, just giving you the motivation that you need. We also have a resource group on Facebook, and it's just creating a safe space for you to come to ask the questions that you need. We have different, entrepreneurs in many different professions. So it's like if you are in the decor business, you have a decor question, and someone who is more probably, developing their business can give you the answers that you need. I created this business because when I was starting out in my entrepreneurship journey, I did not have that safe space. People wasn't really too keen to come forth and provide help. It was just so hard, and I had to do all the research and everything on my own. And so I want to provide the opportunity for people, for it to be easier for people to get in business and to have that support system. I am also the founder of Weird. Weird is an acronym. It stands for Where Everyone is Really Different. And that is my youth development program. I do child parent coaching, where I help with develop communication skills between a child and a parent, bonding techniques, and to help ameliorate the relationship between a child and a parent, or to help strengthen it. It's all about embracing you, on an individual level, loving you. Because once you love you and all your authenticity, then that's the only time that you can extend that love to someone else. But if so, I always like to start with the parent, and I do this with human design. So helping you understand your design, your purpose in the world, who you are, things that you may have questions about, like, why do I do this? I give you, the answers to those things to help you understand yourself better and to love yourself, embrace yourself, and understand that it's all by design. And then that begins the ball rolling to ameliorate the relationship between the child and the parent. So that's what I do.
Ooh, see, I'm sitting back here like a kid at the candy store, right, Queen? Because I love when I see beautiful African, melanated, Nubian, black, whatever terminology you prefer. I love seeing my sisters doing these creative works, if you will, to that. that enhances and embraces and encourages the beauty within our community and helping each other grow. So I'm really excited to go into both weird and creme de la creme, but we got to start with weird because yeah, I'm an advocate for the babies. I'm an advocate for the youth, and I'm a parent as well. So I would like to hear, what really inspired you to develop weird? Was that more of a personal thing, or did you see a need for it overall in the community, or was it interconnected?
So it was definitely personal. The journey began with my son. My son, he has all these different acronyms. So ADD, ADHD, IAD, and ODD, which is attention deficit disorder, oppositional defiance disorder, and intermittent aggression disorder. Yeah. So, growing up with my son, basically a young mother, I really didn't have a lot of information on mental health. Um, any of those things. So I was just traveling this along, and I just remember my son came up. It was just like so much, as far as getting kicked out of school, suspended, all the time, left and right. Definitely me being judged as a single mom, and um, not really being able to be on one accord with the teachers, the principal. It was just a lot of static, and I'm like, it has to be a better way. It has to be a better way, and it was always why me. I had a why me attitude. Like, dang, what did I do? Like, I'm doing this right. I'm doing this right. It was always like, hey, why did I, get this child with such flack? So, my I was just like literally at my wit's end one day, and my son came to me and he was like, he was being teased because he was being called weird. And I remember at that particular time, this is when I was really doing some soul searching, and I was like, we can turn that negative connotation into something positive. I was like, being weird is just being different. I said, and what's wrong with that? Nothing's wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with, having these individual characteristics that represents you and that sets you aside from the majority. There's nothing wrong with stepping out and being yourself, and not caring about what other people think. And I believe that children have that so authentically, and we can kind of disrupt that as they get older, and then they can kind of begin to hide and shy away from certain things because of the response that they got when they were growing up, just for being themselves. So when I started to explore that, it was right in the middle of me doing some soul searching, and it just kind of all panned out. And I was like, let me just focus on me. Like, because I remember being called weird, and, growing up, and people didn't like me just for no reason in high school, middle school, whatever. And nobody was there to tell me that it was okay to be myself. Even judgment within my family, for the way that I was as well. So I was like, this is it. Kind of looked it was reflecting to me like it was like a generational thing now. Like, wow, this it happened to me. It's happening to my son, and I'm probably was dealing with it the same way that I was being dealt with, which is why this outcome is happening. So I began to do, like I said, soul searching. I began to heal myself. And I was like, dang, if I focus on myself, like, is that gonna be taken away from my son? I need him to get help right now. You know what I'm saying? But me having the mindset of him getting help right now was prolonging the process anyway, because it was nothing working. Why? Because I never decided to stop and work on myself. So you only can give what you have on the inside. So as I began the journey of working on myself, he did not get left behind. He began to grow with me. And I was seeing it, because he was seeing the growth in me. He felt it, and kids do feel things on an energetic level. So our communication began to get better. So we had ended up doing a little journal thing, and it was just like on regular paper. And I was like, wow, we should come out with a child parent journal. So that was Weird's first product, was a child parent journal. And it mimicked you kind of what we did. We did bonding things together. So I have pages in there to demonstrate different bonding techniques that the child and the parent can explore and the benefits of it. And then we did affirmations. So in the child parent journal, I have affirmations set up, daily affirmations that the child and the parent can say together. And yeah, that's how it started.
Awesome, awesome. Do you happen to have a copy of the journal on hand to show our audience, or not right now?
I do.
Okay, awesome. Let's take a look at it really quickly.
I don't have it with me right now, but I'm about to have my son bring it down.
Okay, awesome sauce, awesome. And while we're waiting on him to bring it down, I would like to say thank you for creating weird, because I
Yes,
think we're all weird in our own, unique ways. And I also am a parent of a special needs child. My youngest daughter is on the severe end of the autism spectrum. So, you know, I personally thank you for advocating for our unique children that have their own special ways of thinking and own special ways of doing things. It's very a very beautiful and layered thing when it comes to these unique children. and
yeah,
and I would agree that it definitely starts with that foundation of the parent and us being stable and balanced, and being able to project outward that which we feel inside. So thank you, and I'm excited to see the journal whenever he brings it down. So
yeah.
when we look at just the world overall and society, Queen, would you say that there is a lack of awareness when it comes to mental conditions, or things of that nature?
For sure. I do believe. I remember even when I was, because my son, he's about to be 16 in 2 weeks. So when he was younger, it was more like, just whoop him, just hit him, So that was like the initial go to. And I believe that that is a cultural thing, within our community. Whoop them, nothing's wrong with them, instead of trying to get to the depth of the situation. So I do think that it is a lack of awareness within our community. And it's not to say that have to go around labeling children and medicating them, because my son, he wasn't medicated. It was, I was trying everything, and it was when we began to build a rapport and a bond. That's when a lot of things began to he began to respect me and listen to me and listen to my guidance. So it was no more fear tactics. It was more of a respect. Like, he don't want to disappoint me, and he was more keen to listen to me and what it is that I had to say. So things began to work out, and he stopped getting suspended. He began to mature. I put him in sports. So I do think that we want to be aware of mental health, of course, so we can approach the situation appropriately instead of whooping them, because you can't whoop it out of them.
I definitely agree. I think we have the misconception of
I'm
what
sorry,
this is.
1 second. I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
Can you bring the child parent journal down? Our red journal? Yeah. Where's that? It's in my room on my altar on the second shelf. Okay, he's bringing it. Sorry about
Awesome.
that.
No, no, that's okay. That's okay. We love that. So, um, it's crazy because like I was saying, I feel like we have the misconception of what discipline is, and what that looks like. For me, and maybe you can agree, discipline is more of a structure and not just hitting on a child. I think that,
Right.
I think that should be the very last thing we ever resort to, because when we're human beings, right? And we don't like being hit as adults. So why do we think that these little children who are also human beings like being hit too? I think that we lack, the knowledge, the awareness, and also the understanding and the patience to really cultivate that connection and that relationship from parent to child.
For
So
sure.
I'm so happy that you took on this call to change and this call to action to help parents recognize what we don't really know, because it's more of a taboo thing, especially within the Black community. like you said, they're quick to say, "Oh, just whoop the child. Ain't nothing wrong with them." When really that's not the case, you know. So I think that we should be more open minded when it comes to learning and unlearning and relearning new ways, and allowing those who have had the experience on the journey, such as yourself, to help us gain that insight. So definitely, Corinne, you rock for that. And
Thank you.
I'm excited to see what that looks like on a deeper scale, and on a broader scale as well. So um, I'm excited to see the child, the parent journal, right?
Yes, yes,
And,
yes.
and that is that available for purchase too?
It
Oh, he has
is
it just
on my
between
website.
us.
Yeah. So that's the cover, of course, and then we have let me see. So this is kind of like one of the quotes. If you have good thoughts, they will shine out your face like sunbeams, and you will always look lovely. Um, this is a so this activity right here, which is this is like we I had kind of did it by month, so this will be reading month, and it says that we all know reading with children is a simple way to improve their language and reading skills, but research also shows that reading with children actually stimulates pattern of brain development responsible for making connections and bonding. This makes sense when we consider that story time usually involves cuddling, eye contact, and shared emotion. If you make reading together a priority in your home, you are without a doubt connecting with your child. So though that's just one of the bonding activities that we have in here. And you have the option to, or you have the space to write the activity down that you did or going to do. We have it set up for 4 weeks, so you could say week one we're going to do this, week two, week three, week four, and that'll be your reading activities for the month set out. So if
So
it's like we're gonna go to the library together, then you can be like, okay, out of the seven, maybe you can go every day, or you can just pick 2 days out of that 7 days, and that'll be your week one. We went to the library together on Tuesday and Thursday and chose a book and read it together.
nice, very nice, Queen. Very well put together, very well thought out. I want to say congratulations and thank you again. So,
Absolutely.
um, could you give us the acronym for weird again for one more time?
Absolutely. Yes, WEIRD stands for where everyone is really different.
Where everyone is really different. That's beautiful. And where's the website where that journal can be purchased?
www.weirdcoaching.com.
Okay. www.weirdcoaching.com. I'm gonna have to get that link from you for sure, for sure. And are there any other ways that we can support Weird?
Um, Well, yes, we do speaking engagements, um, and child parent coaching. We have two products. We have the journal, but we also have a um,
Wait a minute, one second, Queen. Your audio's coming off a little distorted. Could you move your mic a little bit for us?
absolutely. Can you hear me better?
It's still a little bit distorted. So normally when this happens, what I have people do is to exit out and come back in.
Exit out, come back in. Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, weird is really phenomenal, fam. I mean, like I'm blown away. You know, our people. I said our PETA like we're a vegan organization. Our people are so creative, and so inclined to create these works that help enhance the community, that help, you know, the holistic way too, the holistic way of healing within self and healing within each other. So I really think that is a beautiful thing that Queen Tanisha is doing with Weird, and I'm excited for her to come back on because she definitely has. She says she has two products that we can help support Weird with, and help supporting Weird is supporting ourselves. So she's back. Okay.
Can you hear me
Okay.
now? Is that
Yes,
better?
ma'am. Yep. Clear, crystal clear. So I was just, speaking to the audience about, how creative and how inspirational you are with Weird. So you were speaking, you have two products that we can help support with.
Yeah. So one, we already talked about the journal. The second one is the Parenting by Design Toolkit. And that's where I break down the child's design type and I break down the parent's design type. And I just let the parent know just all about the child. Like, okay, maybe, okay, so there's in human design, is 5 archetypes in human design, and it explains our role here in the world. It explains how we see the world and how the world see us and how we interact with the world. So for instance, if you're like, okay, my child is, overly active, hyper, blah blah blah, blah, and I'm gonna, look into the design. If the 5 types are generator, and you have generator is the worker bees. So that represents 70% of the population. Where I am a generator myself. My son is a generator, hence why he, the overly hyper. We have energy centers to do work. When we're doing the work that we love, we have unlimited amount of energy for that work. So that looks like, you can be working, working, working. You could take a 2 hour, when you go to sleep at night, you can, you crunch for time. You could take a 2 hour nap and get up and get right back at it again and still be fully energized. You don't really need naps throughout the day. You sustain enough energy because of what the purpose of your design is to work. So that's why we have that unlimited amount of energy. But when you're doing the work that you do not like, that's when you will know when a generator is drained, sleepy, tired, lethargic, and things like that. That's a generator doing investing their energy into the wrong work. Um, so I will break that down and I will let you know, like, okay, usually generators, if they're not exercising before bed, that can cause sleep disruption. And once their sleep is disrupted, they're waking up and they're a little cranky, so they're more prone to act out. It messes with their um, ability to concentrate, and things like that. So it's like I would advise the parent, like, to make sure that you create a workout regimen for your generator child before bed, and this will help them sleep well at night, and they'll have a better day. Wake up in a better mood and have a better day. So those are the type of things I break down in the human design to the parenting by design toolkit. I give books on the design to break it down even further, and I also just give tools and tactics and things of that nature. So it's very informational.
Yes, ma'am, because I'm over here with my pen and pad, like taking notes like I'm in class. So I would strongly suggest you consider at some point doing a class yourself, a virtual class, a audio class, something,
Yeah.
because what you have to share is very, very powerful and can help the community in many, many ways. So definitely keep on going with that, keep it up, and I'll support it any way that I can, and make sure that our audience supports as well. And that's beautiful. And let's get right into, because you know we already went into weird. Weird is like, ooh, that's a powerful situation right there. But let's take a look into creme de la creme. And correct me if I'm wrong, Queen, but doesn't that translate to the best of the best, right?
Yes. Yes.
Awesome, awesome. So we're looking at creme de la creme. So let's take a look at what that looks like. Is that a conglomerate, if you will? I know you said earlier is involves business networking and things of that nature. And I saw online that you had a beautiful brunch that I lost out on the opportunity to attend. However, those that were there, I'm sure they enjoyed themselves. So what does Creme de la Creme operate from? Is it a individual, or did a group of sisters or brothers and sisters come together to create that?
Yes, a group of us. So I have a board. So it was me and three of my board members. We came together um, to create this. And like you said, yes, it does mean the best of the best. And so I want to provide social networking opportunities for, like I said, business owners and business professionals. You know how you can say, like, wow, there's nowhere for me to go, have a drink and let my hair down. Like, of course, we have the, what do you call it? The country clubs, but that's expensive. That's when you up there, 25,000. I think it's like the cheapest membership. So,
25,000.
mhm.
Goodness. I'm not going to no Dago golf club no time soon, but continue on, Queen.
Yes. And so I wanted to create that space where, you can come. I can provide a space where, you can meet your next business partner. You can meet your next best friend. You can meet your next spouse. You can, or not next, your first spouse, or whatever the case may be, providing a safe space for that, but still having an opportunity to network because you're around like minded people. You're around people that have something to lose. It's like, okay, we work hard, we go hard on our business. We can come together and let our hair down. And if we wish to do so, we can network in the process. One thing that I thought about when I was coming up with this was, I believe it was called the Boule, where a lot of, how do you say, a lot of established Black people was a part of this club, and they came together, and anytime that they needed something, they would consult, they would go within the club. So you're a part of this membership and you need a lawyer. This lawyer is more inclined to help you because you guys share this connection in this membership, and you may be able to get a discount just because you are a member. um, just things like that. You need a decorator. You find that within the membership. You need anything, you can come to this membership and we would have it, someone in here that will be able to help you.
See, now the queen done went into the boule. She done brought up the boule. No, I believe that alone. That's a whole other topic of discussion. But I think that that's great. Providing that space and that room to connect with like-minded individuals. Those day to day entrepreneurs that are just getting started, maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 to 5 years in a game. That need that additional support from a network. So, what I would like for you to speak on now, Queen, is when we look at Black entrepreneurship, we see that it's growing, we see that it's rising, and Detroit is definitely a hot spot for that. Could you speak on how important it is for Black people to look into being business owners and becoming entrepreneurs as opposed to working for somebody else?
Absolutely. So I do believe that is definitely a valuable option that should be exposed to everyone. Some people are not meant to be business owners because it is hard. It's harder than working for someone. You go to a job, you clock in, it's a time that you clocking out, and you ain't got to think about the job until you go back the next day, right? But as for with your business, this is a never ending thing, especially when you in the building stages. So you got to work this like you harder than you will work your 9 to 5, but you need to structure it like, because you're not going to sleep in and not show up for your 9 to 5, and you can't do that for your business. So it's like you do want to look at it like your 9 to 5 because you're dedicated to your 9 to 5 because it's your livelihood, but you're going to work harder than it will be a 9 to 5. So that's not for everyone. But like for children that's coming up, instead of just saying like, oh, college is the only way. Like, no, they need to be privy to other ways that they can make a difference in this world, whether it be a college education or a skill, taking up a trade or entrepreneurship. So I think that all of those things need to be um, displayed and given to everyone as an option.
Absolutely. And what does financial literacy look like for you and to you?
Financial literacy is understanding investments, understanding how money works for you, understanding, dividends, interest, and um, budgeting, and all sorts of things like that. And the best place to put your money, like what's backing banks. The fact that you only getting a 0.001% interest, I believe, or something like that. So it's like, okay, and what are they doing? How are they making their money, and why they're not even giving you a return on yours? They're doing what you could be doing. They're taking your money and they're investing it in these top 500 Fortune 500 companies, and they're making money off your money and giving you nothing. So I think financial literacy looks like all of that, knowing, from the basic levels of budgeting and money management, all the way up into investing, interest, dividends, and making your money work for you.
Mm. See, y'all hear that, right? While y'all running to go get Beyonce tickets and $1,000 Beyonce tickets. No, I'm just playing because I might go see B myself. No, no, but seriously, quick. When it comes to financial literacy, we're in the city. We're in the city, and we see, again, I have to give credit where it's due. There are a lot of black owned businesses in Detroit, but when we look at the overall climate of the population here, and which trickle downs to the youth and includes the youth, we're miseducated. We don't know how to manage our money. We don't know what different investments look like. A lot of us don't even know what a freaking 401k plan is. So I would say we definitely need more education when it comes to that, and I'm for certain that creme de la creme provides that opportunity, as well as letting your hair down from all the hustle and bustle that we do creating our establishment. So you just had a brunch, right? How was that for you?
It was awesome. So yeah, we had a brunch, and that was just to start your new year off with being intentional. We had the vision boards, and then we had a vision coach come speak on the importance of having a vision. We had some phenomenal speakers talk about their business, their success in their business, how they got there. It was awesome. We had some awesome vendors come out and provide their services, and great food, and people networking and passing out their business cards and exchanging social media. So it was awesome.
Definitely sounds like the place to be at starting off your new year. And Queen, we definitely shout out to the viewers, by the way. Um, when we're looking to start off a business, what would you say? What are some of the foundational steps that we really need to focus on?
So of course, when you starting off, it's your paperwork. How you structure your business, which is going to be bit the basis on how you structure your business is going to be vital for you building business credit. So you get your LLC, or you're getting your 501(c)(3), and you want to make sure you're doing that appropriately. Which and which what kind of nonprofit depends on which paperwork, because you might not do a 501(c)(3), you may do another. And I'm not really strong in this area, but I do have someone in the group that is strong and that helped me. So and then as far as following the nonprofit side. And so then you also want to make sure that all of the information matches across the board, because that's vital when you're going to open up a business checking account. um, Once you have established and structured your business paperwork and everything matches across the board, and you can move in and you can go get that checking account. Also, you want to also understand that your the the address that you use is public information. So a lot of people may not know that I'll be able to go up and look it up on the internet. So if you use your home address, you do need to understand that that is public information and that people will have access to that. Um, but yeah, so after that, you can go and start building your business credit. And the key things you want to have with that, like I said, the checking account. You want to have a physical address. Do not do PO boxes when you're structuring your business, because banking institutions do not accept PO boxes when they're looking up your business and you're doing your checking account. If they do let you open up the checking account within, I want to say, about 30 days, however long it takes for their back office, they will kick it back and you'll have to start the process all over again. Um, so then you can do like your net 30 accounts. Net 30 accounts are lines of credit that different businesses will give you, just to, so you can order things on that line of credit and you have to pay it back within 30 days. So you got net 30, net 60s, and this is the introduction of you building that business credit. Before you go in to get the credit cards or actual vehicles in your business name, you want to get up to a credit score, an index score of 80 before you even step to get a car. So doing those net 30 accounts, that will be easy for your business to start establishing some credit, so you won't be going in spending your own money. Of course, you want a business plan, because yes, you want to follow a plan. You need structure within your business. A plan that you can, when you have a plan, you can measure your progress, the things that you have set out to do on that business plan, and make sure that you are consistent with going in the right direction. And you want to have a village, people that you can call, because it will get frustrating at times, and you want them people that can relate to what it is that you're going through, and that can help you and give you some pointers on how you should move forward when you get stuck in a rut. A business coach is really vital in the beginning stages, and whenever you feel stuck, I have a business coach. And so I think those are some really key factors when you're just getting started in business: is structuring that paperwork right, making sure everything match across the board, getting that business plan, and establishing some business credit, and getting that business coach.
So what the queen is saying, quit hustling backwards. You got to do the leg work. You got to get your paperwork in order. You got to follow the steps. There's no shortcutting. Don't let nobody on social media give you false promises. Well, they could do this for you and that for you. You got to do the leg work, and get with a mentor, get with a coach, somebody who has experience in the field that you're going into, somebody that you can share, brainstorm with, give, that mutual exchange, so get it together, family. We out here hustling backwards. We ain't got our paperwork in order and wondering why we can't go sit down at the big table at the banks and get the loans and the credits that we need to move forward. Because, I know a little bit on the business side. I know once you get your stuff in order, you can start buying your cars, and you can even buy your house, and it could be your home office. It's so many advantages that you can have from having your proper structure, your proper paperwork, your bank accounts, your net 30s, your net 60s, and moving on and moving forward. Queen, so could you give us a little glimpse of what a or an example, better yet, of what a net 30 account is?
Absolutely. So I forgot what was my first net 30, but so because I want to say Amazon used to have one, but they canceled it. Um, okay, yeah, I have one with this company called Quill. So Quill it's a net 30, and they sell all type of office supplies and industrial cleaning supplies for your offices, and different equipment. So whether it's desk, office furniture, and things of that nature. And so I'll go on there and I'll order, what I need to order. And once you place that order, they will kind of run your business credit and they'll see what the line of credit they're going to give you. So you put in the order is $300. They'll come back and say, okay, this order is approved. They'll ship your items out, and then you'll have 30 days to pay that back. But the really good key is to pay it back within 2 weeks. And that's how you begin to build that business credit. Don't wait till the full 30 days. You want to pay it back like within 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. So,
Getting all types of little tips and tricks for free, man, for free, for free, for free. We love it. We absolutely appreciate the information that you're sharing with us, and we know we don't have you for that much longer. So I'm gonna ask you quickly. Could you tell us, is Creme de la Creme open for membership, or what does that look like?
so right now, Creme de la Creme will be open for membership in the near future, but for right now, it's free. So I would advise everyone to take advantage of that. We have our private Facebook community, and that's where you can get all the details and stay up to date on what's going on with Creme de la Creme, and also receive, any information that you need for your business. You can ask questions. Um, we have days where you can promote what you have going on as well, and we do like to support our members and what they have going on. So yeah, you can join our Facebook group for free right now, but in the near future it will be a paid membership.
Got to come with them coins. No, I'm just playing. Anyway, Queen. So when we look at the brunch and how that went down, and bringing in the month of January, allowing people to come get their vision board game together, and their goals and everything. Is this going to be a monthly thing that you all are doing? Monthly meetups?
Well, the vision board, that's going to be yearly. So we're going to do that every year in January. Um, as far as the other events, yeah, we will have more events throughout the year. The next event is going to be July 31st. And so I'm planning and building on that right now. So I don't have all the details for you right now. But if you do join the private Facebook community, you definitely will stay up to date with everything.
And see, I want to be a creme de la creme. I want to be the best of the best. I just don't mind me, Queen. I be silly sometimes, but I know all seriousness though. Creme de la creme definitely sounds like a great, great, great networking opportunity for those that are uh already started in entrepreneurship, looking to get their feet wet, looking to gain some knowledge and information. They're basically a one-stop shop. And on top of that, you get to meet up with some beautiful people, let your hair down, have a cocktail or two if that's your thing. If not, tea and water is also there. It's just woosah for a minute. So definitely, Queen. I am inspired right now because you're just doing it on multiple levels. You have Weird, which is helping parents to build that connection with their children, and also repair and heal themselves, at the same time. You have Creme de la Creme, man.
Hmm.
When I have the opportunity to speak with beautiful queens that are shakers and movers, and getting it done in their community, I must say, as a sister and a fellow queen myself, thank you so much for inspiring me. And that beautiful light is infectious. I am just, I'm over here giddy because I love this stuff. Y'all don't understand, man, but I hear these people out here, they so creative, they so talented, they getting it popping. They not waiting for nobody. They're not slowing down either. But we really want to shine a deep light on what it looks like to be that pillar in your community, to be that vessel of support and information as it pertains to many different things. The queen, like I said, she has Weird, and that's about the growth and development between parent and child, which a lot of us, especially in the Black community, we lack that due to many different uh different obstacles, if you will. We we a lot of us haven't been shown how to be parents, so we're just learning as we go. And we listen to the world, and the world don't always know what they're talking about. Beat your kids, whoop your kids, get your kids ain't no. Our kids need more than that. They need love. How does beating your child equate love? I don't understand that. That's more of a slave tactic, if you ask me. But and then going back into creme de la creme, financial literacy, that's a big problem we have. It's not being taught in the public schools, so our children are at a disadvantage both ways when it comes from the home, not getting the nurturing that they need from their parents, and then in the world, not being able to sustain themselves economically. So I think with what you have going on in both avenues is amazing, Queen. Give yourself a pat on the back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Again. So we're getting ready to wrap it up here. Before we go, Queen, I'm gonna ask you this question. I ask it for a few of my guests. If you could describe yourself in 5 words, what would it be?
Um, 5 words. Hmm. I would say that I am spiritual. I am hmm, spiritual, open minded, um, knowledgeable, but also a student, and love.
Love it. Powerful, powerful, powerful. And with that being said, we're going to have the Queen give you her contact information once again, where you can support. Can we see the journal one more time? where we
Absolutely.
where we can support the child to parent journal, which is dope. I love the concept and the lessons and the bonding tools within that. You can support the Weird organization, Just Between Us, the child to parent journal, and also the uh, the parenting toolkit.
Yes. Yep. Parenting by Design toolkit.
Where she goes into the 5 architects of human design, and it's just a whole powerful piece of information that you definitely need for yourself and for your children. And we're going to let her go into weird as well. Go and take it away, Queen.
Yes. So the contact information for Weird, we have a website. You can visit our website. Actually, on the website, because I am a serial entrepreneur, I have all of my business listed on this one website. So that is www.weirdcoaching.com. Again, that's www.weirdcoaching.com. On there, you can email me, message me, and look at all of the services that Weird, Creme de la Creme, and my other businesses have to give, provide.
See, the Queen got even more businesses that she ain't even touched on. So I'm gonna need y'all to get in touch with her. And she's a powerhouse. She's making it happen. You know, we have so many beautiful people that are doing some phenomenal works, family. Like seriously, and we have to, give them spotlight, give them a showcase even more, so they can feel the encouragement they need to keep on moving. You keep on doing your thing, Queen, and I thank you so much for speaking with us tonight. I thank you so much for your patience. And we want to tell your son happy early birthday because you said he's turning 16 in 2 weeks, right?
Yes, he
You,
is.
you don't
Thank,
look like you have a 16-year-old. You don't look a day over 21.
thank you.
Indeed, indeed. So we're going to let you go, Queen. Thank you again. You enjoy your beautiful evening, and we'll definitely be in touch with you.
Bye.
Peace. And indeed, family, I love what I do. I love what I do because there's so many beautiful African men and women across the whole United States, across the whole globe, that are just doing great works within our community. We hear so much of the negative stuff that's going on mainstream media, but on Get This Wisdom Live, we control our narrative over here. So you ain't gonna hear too much of that, if any of that at all. All you're going to hear is about these beautiful men and women that are giving you knowledge. They're giving you information. They're allowing you to get this wisdom. They dropping jewels for the free. You come over here for the free. You ain't got to pay nothing to get your daily dose of wisdom, to get the information you need, whether it's mental, spiritual, emotional, fitness, finances. We got it all. We got it all on Get This Wisdom. And we definitely got the youth here too. If you about supporting the youth, we got episodes with beautiful athletes, beautiful musicians. The youth are here. 17 and younger are here too. You ain't gonna see that on too many other platforms. Tell your favorite blogger, your favorite podcaster to subscribe to Get This Wisdom so they can learn how to do this the right way. We are a family oriented platform. And with that, I'm going to quit running my mouth. And I'm going to say, on behalf of my family and much love to yours, thank you for tuning in. This is Shakti Sterner. Peace, love, and Black Power.